Good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Today we are going to study about, I think, the simplest chapter, class 11th, which is statistics. Totally formula based chapter. Okay, totally formula based. If you know the formula, you can solve the question. Simple. See, in class 10th, you have studied about the various methods of finding mean, median, and mode of various kind of distributions or various kind of observations. We need to know what are the various methods of finding mean and median. I told you mode is not required here in this chapter. So suppose we have to find these two. Now if we have if let me write like this, or we can continue here. If x1, x2, x3 up to xn are n observations, okay, are n observations, then how we write mean? Mean, you know, is generally denoted by x bar, okay. And what is the formula? Formula is sum of all the observations upon total number of observations. Sum of all the observations upon total number of observation, right? We represent it like this also, sigma xi. I changes from 1 to n. It is the short form of this term called x1 plus x2 up to xn upon n. We also remember it like this, sum of observations upon total number of observations upon total number of observations. See, once you know how to find mean and median now, then there are some formulae of standard deviation, variance, some things are there. You just need to know the formula, put those values and just solve it. That's it. Total number of observations. So this is the formula to find the mean of this kind of distribution, right? Where individual values are given. Now if x1, x2, x3 up to xn are the observations in ascending or descending order, are the observations in ascending or descending order. That means either you write these observations in increasing order or decreasing order, means values, okay. There will be some numbers. Then median is equal to n plus 1 by 2th observation, n plus 1 by 2th observation. If n is odd, okay, if n is odd, then the median is n plus 1 whole upon 2th observation, right? And if n is even, if n is even and median is mean is average, right? Mean of n by 2th. I hope now you remember all these things. Mean of n by 2th and n by 2 plus 1th observation. When n is even. This is the way we used to find mean and median for individual observations. I have written the formula once again. If you don't remember, in that case, you can write it from here. This, when we write individual observations like this is also called ungrouped data. No grouping is done, just values are written randomly separated by comma. Either we use this term called observations, individual observations, or we also use this term called ungrouped data. Okay, no grouping is done. Now we are going to study about two terms here. One is called mean deviation and other one is called this variance, right? So we'll come to it. But before this, we need to learn one more term. We need to learn one more term, and that is mean deviation. Now this will be something new, mean deviation. And we are talking about mean deviation for this type of observations only, for ungrouped data. That means individual values will be given and you will be asked to find their mean deviation. Okay. So there is one formula. Okay. There is one formula. Let me write the formula here. Mean deviation is equal to sigma I1 to n modulus of xi minus x bar upon n. This is the first formula that you have to understand. And see, it is very easy. I told you, I should not have even taught you this. This is the formula. Everybody knows what is modulus, what is the meaning of sigma, what is x bar. X bar is average. But still, let's do it. Now this is the formula, okay, where x bar is mean if mean deviation is about mean and x bar is median. That means you will have to find x bar. And see, x bar is not just mean. Or let me do one thing in order to avoid confusion. Let me write some other term here. Okay, let me write a different term, say a. Okay, a, where a is mean, or it can be mode also, sorry, median also, where a is mean or median depending on mean deviation is about mean or median. Okay, so this is some formula, sigma of modulus of xi minus a, I goes from 1 to n divided by n. N are the number of observations. Okay, xi are the values. Xi means observations. N means number of observations. They will give you some values, and a will be mid. You will find mean if they are asking you to find mean deviation about mean, and you will find median if they ask you to find mean deviation about median. Now to understand this question, we need to take an example. Okay, so we will take a question. We'll take two questions. One in which they will be asking the mean deviation about mean, and in the second question they will be asking the mean deviation about median. Okay, so like you see, this is the first question. Find the mean deviation find the mean deviation about the mean. So now you will understand what type in how or which form they ask the question. Okay, now in this question they are asking the mean deviation about the mean. Okay, for the following data, for the following data, and the data is here. Okay, this is the data. So first thing, now since they are asking mean deviation about mean, okay, so no need to arrange them in ascending or descending order. Okay, just find the mean first. So here a, which is mean, I'm writing in bracket. Okay, that will be sum of all these observations because you need to find a first, right? How many observations are these? There are 8 observations. Find the sum in the numerator. 13 and 10, 23, 35, 48, 52, 72 is this value. Okay, and the total answer is 9. So you have got the mean, right? Now you need to find these values. Now you need to find xi minus a. Carefully watch how we write the values. Xi minus a means what? Xi minus a means that you have to subtract mean from each of the observations given in the question. So first value will be 6 minus 9, then 7 minus 9, 10 minus 9. Similarly 12 minus 9, and you go on doing this process. Okay, and these are the values. You have calculated xi minus a, right? Now we find the mode. So you all know what is modulus. When you will find the modulus values or absolute values, every value will become positive only, right? You have to just follow some order. Okay, nothing special, just put it in the formula. Now you have the all the values of mod of x minus a. So how to write mean deviation? Mean deviation is the sum of all these numbers upon total number of numbers. Total number of numbers are 8, and sum of these numbers after taking modulus 3 plus 2 plus 1, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3. That's it. Question is over. Just solve this value. So this is going to be how much? 5, 8, 12, 17, 8, 5, 6, 6, 9, 13, 18, 19, 22 by 8. 22 by 8, 16. So 2.75. Okay. 2.75 will be the mean deviation about mean. This is the first kind of question that they can ask in the exam. Okay. Very simple to use. Just apply the above formula. If they are asking mean deviation about mean, then A will be mean. If they ask you to find the mean deviation about median, then capital A will be median. Okay. You can leave the answer in fraction, but in the simplest fraction, like 22 by 8 can be written as 11 by 4. You can leave it there. Okay. However, sometimes we see that the actual division is coming, means it is terminating decimal. So we do that division like 2.75 division ends, but sometimes it may be recurring. Okay, it may be recurring, then we can write 2 3 places, or we can leave it in the in terms of fraction. Okay, so now I am giving one question to you. Find mean deviation about the median for the following data. And the values are 3, 9, 5, 3, 12, 10, 18, 4, 7, 19, 21. Solve this. Every one of you try this question, very simple. Tell me what is the value. Try to avoid calculation mistake.
So is it 58%?
How much?
58 by 11.
8 by 11.
58 by 11.
58 by 11. Yeah, right, correct. So see, first of all, you need to arrange this data either in increasing order or decreasing order, right? So let us write the values in increasing order: 3, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 12, 18, 19, and 21, right? This is the first thing. Whenever you have to find the median, no, and the individual observations are given, you have to arrange the order in increasing or decreasing order. Okay. Now, how many observations are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 observations are there. Okay. So for odd and even, we have separate formula. Number of observations 11. So if the number of observations are odd, see this. What is median? N plus 1 whole upon 2th observation. So median is 11 plus 1 by 2th observation, that will be 6th observation, right? What is 6th observation? This is the 6th observation. So median is 9. That means you have the value of A now. Now rest everything is same. What we do? We find xi minus A. Subtract 9 from each observation. Minus 6, minus 6, minus 5. I am writing the values. Okay, these are the values. Now we write their modulus or absolute values, and then we sum them and divide by the number of observations. That will be mean deviation about median, right? So simple. So I told you in the previous class also, I was telling you that if you know how to find mean and median, and you know the formula of class 11th statistics, you will be able to solve it very easily. So now what is left? Just add all of them and divide by number of observations, which are 11. So this sum 12, 17, 21, 23, 24, 27, 36, 40, 58. 58 by 11. This is the answer. This is the mean deviation about median. So I hope this is clear. So in this way, we find the mean deviation about mean and median for ungrouped data, right? Ungrouped data means individual observations will be given to you. So this is one part. Then after that, there is mean deviation for group data. That means grouping is done. Okay, grouping is done for group data. I hope you remember in grouping, there used to be two kind of questions. In one question, not question actually, distribution. In one distribution, they used to give some observations and their frequencies, that how many times a particular object is repeated. Values of xi were given and values of fi frequency were also given, and you used to find mean and median for that. Right? Then there was some something called class interval. They used to give some classes like 0 to 10, 10 to 20, like this. They give you some interval, and they're also used to find mean and median. Okay, so for three things, that means for ungrouped data and for in group data, discrete frequency distribution and continuous frequency distribution, that is class size. You need to know mean and median for each of these. Once you know how to calculate mean and median, then mean deviation will be simple. So for discrete frequency distribution, there were some values of variable x, let's say x1, x2, x3, up to suppose xn, n values are there, and then each value is repeated how many times, that is also given. Now based on this, you are asked to find mean and median. Can anyone tell me what is the formula for mean here in this form? What is the formula of mean? Do you remember? I asked you to revise also.
So summation of fi di.
Di.
So the xi minus a.
Okay, so you are finding mean by that method. But here you can find directly, no? Why you are using that method? What is the simple formula for mean here if I give you some values of x and some values of frequency?
So summation of fi xi.
Yeah, that is what I'm expecting. So the formula is sigma fi xi, right? You used to multiply each observation with its frequency. You used to make a table of fi into xi. You used to add all these values divided by how many values are there. This is the formula for mean, to find the mean of discrete frequency distribution. What about median? How you will find median in this case when discrete frequency distribution is given? Yes, anyone? How we find median. No one having any idea?
So is it cumulative frequency? Something?
Yeah, something related to that, no? Something related to cumulative frequency only. See what we used to do? Median. For median, follow these steps. First, you find the cumulative frequencies. Find the cumulative frequencies. CF. Then second, find n by 2, where n is sigma fi I1 to n. Then C cumulative frequency, C cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2. Just greater than, we'll solve question also. This is the steps that you have to remember. Just greater than n by 2 and determine the corresponding value of variable. Determine the corresponding value of the variable. The value obtained in step 3 is the median. These are the steps. We'll have to solve questions. You have forgotten. How do you find mean and median? So mean is easy. For mean, I'm not solving a question. Okay, for this we will take, we'll find mean deviation directly. Okay, but let us solve a question for finding the median first. Okay, you have to follow this rule. Then I will give you the formula for mean deviation here. First of all, I'm telling you how to find mean and median in this case. So this is the question. Obtain the median for the following. X and F is given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll try this question, okay? Let me see if you can find the correct median. Try this.
So it's 5.
Yeah, median is 5, correct answer. See, first of all, what you have to do, you can write cumulative frequency from here also, or if you want, you can write this table vertically, that helps you better way. Okay, so these are the values of x. And frequency is 8, 10, 11, 16, 20, 25, 15, 9 and 6. Now you draw the table of cumulative frequency. What happens? If you remember, first frequency will be written directly and after that it starts accumulating. Cumulative. Add the previous also. So 8 is the previous one, 10 is this, 18. Then 18 plus 11, 29. 29 and 16, 45. Like this, you go on adding. Then 65, then 90, then 105, then 114, and finally 120. Okay. So we have calculated the cumulative frequencies. Find this value also because we have to find n by 2 where n is sigma fi xi. Sorry, sigma fi means sum of all frequencies. Add from here 18, 29, 45. That will be 120 only, right? This will be 120. Sigma fi. So n is 120. So what is n by 2? N by 2 is 60. Okay. N by 2 is 60. Now see, this step is also over. Find n by 2 where n is sigma fi xi. Now what? See cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2. This value, the one that I have circled, this is that value of cumulative frequency which is just greater than 60. Because see cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2. N by 2 is 60 here, and if you observe the cumulative frequencies, 45 is less than 60 and 90 is too much. So just greater than is 65. Okay. And determine the corresponding value of the variable. See, determine the corresponding value of the variable. Who's the variable? Variable is x. Okay. So the value obtained in step third. Value obtained in step third is the median. So what is median here? Median is 5. This is the way to write the median of discrete frequency distribution. Okay. And mean is simple. Mean is like you multiply the table. Okay. Now we will solve questions on that. But before that, formula for mean deviation, right? For this kind of distribution, what is the formula? See, mean deviation, whether you are finding about mean or median, it is same. The formula is 1 upon n sigma I1 to n fi into modulus of xi minus a. Okay, this is the formula. So what is xi? Xi, are the observations. Okay, xi are the observations. What is fi? Their frequencies. What is a? Mean or median, whatever they want you to find. If they want you to find mean deviation about mean, then you will find mean. And if it is mean deviation about median, then capital A will be median. So you will find the median in that case. Okay. And what is n? N is actually sigma fi. That means sum of all the frequencies. Sum of all the frequencies. So by this formula, now you will find the mean deviation about mean and median for discrete frequency distribution. Okay. Let us solve the question. Now you can solve it now. You will tell me what is the answer. Nothing here for me. Find mean deviation about mean. And this is the data xi, fi.
So,
Yes.
the question for Sunday's test.
Question for Sunday's test. I will just let you know. Wait a minute. Okay, so yeah, in Sunday's test, no. Sunday's test, see, complex number will be coming. I have completed in all terms complex number. And secondly, conic section will be coming, which will be based on NCRT level. So objective questions will be asked from conic sections, whatever I have taught you, only from that section, right? And complex number we have studied completely, so expect any type of question from there.
Sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir. So, sir, the portion for the test is only complex numbers and conic section what you have taught, right?
Complex number I have taught you completely, no?
Yes, sir.
And conic section, whatever you have learned in the previous days. From circle, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, whatever you have taught, studied that thing, that table, okay? So anything from that table or question can be asked from there, okay? But that will be obviously till NCRT level only. Complex number, any type of question can be there. And maximum questions will be from complex number only. Okay, solve this question. Solve it quickly, I'm waiting. Yes, anyone? What happened? Calculation and stuff or what? First you will find mean, no? What is mean? Sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. What is this sum? You write the sum of frequencies also, because it will be required in the question. Sigma fi is how much? Add all the frequencies 10, 20, 27, 35, 40. Okay. So denominator is 40. Now what comes in the numerator? Sigma fi xi means you multiply x with its corresponding frequency. So 2 into 2, 4, then 5 into 8. Like this you write the values. Okay. We are finding mean first, right? So this is how much? 44, 100, 160, 300 by 40. So mean is 7.5. Now what we'll find? Same thing, xi minus a. Then their modulus values, then we'll multiply by their corresponding frequency. So xi minus a are minus 5.5. Subtract this value from xi. minus 2.5, minus 1.5, 0.5, 2.5 and 4.5. Then you find their modulus values. 5.5, 2.5, 1.5, 0.5, 2.5, 4.5, right? Then see the formula. In the formula it is sigma of fi into modulus of xi minus a, right? So now you have to multiply these values. Now you have to multiply these values with the corresponding frequency, right? So first value 5.5 with 2, 11. Then 2.5 into 8, 20. 10 into 1.5, 15. Then 3.5. Then 2.5 into 8, 20. Then 22.5. Okay. Now the last answer, mean deviation. In the denominator, what will come? Total number of frequencies, 40. And now you add these values, 11 plus 20 plus 30, 15, 3.5. This is 3.5, not 35. Okay. Then 20 plus 20, 2.5. So this is going to be how much? 33, 48, 48, 68, 68 and 26. Oh, wait, 33. Oh, this is 31. 46, 66, 66 and 26, 92. 92 by 40. So this is 2.3. Follow step by step procedure. Okay. First you have, if they are saying mean deviation about mean, so you have to find mean for this kind of distribution, right? So till here we have done the working of mean. Then you go step by step. First you find xi minus a, then you find modulus of xi minus a, then you find fi into modulus of xi minus a. Then here we write their sum upon total number of observation. It is very simple. Okay, anyone can do it. Now similarly you will solve this question now. Try solving it. Okay, find mean deviation about median. And the data is 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 15, 21, 22, and frequencies are 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 4, 3. Solve it. So you have to follow that process where you find the median.
Is it 9?
Are you getting the answer?
So 9.
9 is the final answer. 9 is what? 9 is your mean deviation?
Yes, sir.
No, 9 is not the answer. Just check the calculation. See, here you can do the calculation mistake only because the formula are just so simple. There's no theory as such, okay? So mistake will be in calculation only. So these are the values of xi. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 15, 21, 22. Then fi 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 4, 3. So cumulative frequency 3, 7, 12, 14, 18, 23, 27, 30. This is sigma fi is 30 only, okay? Now n is sigma fi, which is 30. So n by 2 is 15, okay? N by 2 is 15. So cumulative frequency just greater than 15 is this. So what is the median? Median is 13, right? Median is 13, right? Now you have median. Now everything is same. What? Now what you have to find? First you will find xi minus a. A is median here, okay? So subtract this value from all the values of observation. Minus 10, minus 7, minus 4, minus 1, 0, 2, 8, 9. Then you find the modulus values 10, 7, 4, 1, 0, 2, 8, 9. Then you multiply by their corresponding frequencies. This is 30, 28, 6, 10 into 3, 4 into 7, 5 into 4, 2 into 1, 4 into 0, then 2 into 5, 10, 4 into 8, 32, 9 into 3, 27. Okay. Now we are at the last step where we have to find the mean deviation. Total number of frequencies 30, and here we will add all these values. 0 plus 10 plus 32 plus 27. So this is 58, 78, 80, 90, 90 and 90 and 59. 149 by 30. I don't think it is getting further cancelled, okay? So you can leave it here. Okay. This is your mean deviation for discrete frequency distribution. Okay. See, the first exercise is devoted for finding mean deviation. And for finding mean deviation, we have to study three types. One is ungrouped data. Then in group data, there is discrete frequency distribution, and last is continuous frequency distribution. So based on that, there is this exercise. Okay. Yeah, there is this exercise 15.1. Okay. So you can solve that exercise. So your first exercise and first half of formula will be over. Then in the next class, when we will be studying variance and standard deviation, that is 15.2, and that is the chapter. Okay. So today I am completing mean deviation, right? We are coming to the third and last part, which is mean deviation for continuous frequency distribution. Continuous frequency distribution. See, in continuous distribution, there is basically some class is given, okay, some interval is given, and you have to find the mean. So The only difference will be that some change work will be different in finding the mean and median. So to find mean, I want to write one point that xi's are mid values. Xi's are mid values of the class. If you can remember this line, you will be able to find mean very easily, because then it will go back to the previous term. And for median, we have one formula which is L plus n by 2 minus f upon small f into h. I hope you remember it now. But what is important is the meaning of these things. So L is lower limit of median class. F is frequency of median class. H is size of median class. And you already know it is sigma fi. And what is capital F? Cumulative frequency of class preceding median class. See, I have to tell you all these things, though you were supposed to know this. Mean and median for continuous frequency distribution, that means whenever class is given. Okay, so when you have to find mean, no, you will use that same formula. Which formula? Sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. You will get mean, right? But what are xi's? For that I have written they are the mid values of the class. They give in the form of interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20. So you will find their mid values, and that will be acting as values of x. Rest everything is same. For median they have this lengthy formula here which is written here. You can enclose this in a single bracket like this. Okay, L is outside. And the meaning of each alphabet is written here. You might have solved questions based on this where you find median for the continuous frequency distribution. Once you find this, what is the last thing? Last thing is formula that will be same for mean deviation. Okay. For mean deviation, that rule or working or formula, whatever you say, is same. Which is mean deviation is 1 upon n. Same formula. Sigma fi mod of xi minus a I1 to n. Okay. What is a? A will be mean or median according to the question. Same formula. So we will solve two questions. Where we will be finding the mean deviation about mean and median for continuous frequency distribution. Okay. So that will cover the formula of mean and median as well as the mean deviation also. This is the first question. Find mean deviation about mean. Find mean deviation about mean. Marks obtained and number of students. This is the table given. And you have to find mean deviation about mean. Okay. So this is continuous frequency distribution and the values are 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, to 60, 60 to 70 and 70 to 80. Okay. And here the number of students are 2, 3, 8, 14, 8, 3 and 2. Try this. You can do it very easily. So marks obtained is the class and number of students means frequency. See, this is number of students means frequency, right? And I told you that xi's are the mid values of the class. So this class 10 to 20, what is the mid value? Mid value is 15. How you calculate mid value? First and last value upon 2, 10 and 20. Otherwise also just by the pattern you can see mid value will be 15. Or you can add the first and last value then upon 2, 10 plus 20 by 2. So in this way these are the mid values. Okay. Now nothing is new because you have xi, you have frequency. So you will find sigma fi xi here. Okay. Multiply this 30, 75 and 35 into 8. This will be how much? This 280. Then next number is 630. 55 into 8, 440, 195 and finally 150. Okay. Then you add all these values sigma fi xi you will calculate because see what is median, sorry, what is mean? Mean is sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. Okay. Number of students. Number of students you count this 5, 13, 27, 35, 40 students are there. And when you will calculate sigma fi xi you will get 1800. So what is mean? Mean is 1800 by 40. Okay. So this is 45. Now you have A. So again same thing. Find xi minus A. Okay. Then you find mod of x minus A. then you find fi into mod of xi minus a, right? And finally you use the formula. It is like that. Okay, so what are these values? 15 minus 45 minus 30 minus 20 minus 10 0 10 20 and 30, and this is their mod values. Now you multiply all of them by their frequency, cumulative frequency. Do not change the order. Okay, so this is 30 into 2 60, then again 60, then 80, then 0, then 80, then 60, then 60. Now you can write the mean deviation, which is sigma fi mod of xi minus a upon n. I is from 1 to n. So you add these values and divide by 40. So what is the sum of all these? 240 and 160. 400. 10 will be the answer. Okay, 10 is the mean deviation about mean. Simple application of formula. There's nothing to learn actually. Just put it there, and some formula is there. You should know the meaning of the value. Just put it there and that's it. So I'm going to take the last question for today. That will be it. Calculate mean deviation about median. Calculate mean deviation about median. And here's the data. This is class and this is frequency. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60. And frequency is 6, 7, 15, 16, 4 and 2. This is last question. Try this.
Good morning, sir.
मैं फोटो भेजेंगे या नहीं भेजेंगे? मैं आपका फोटो भेजूंगी।
See, first of all, you find we can draw the table only here. First of all, you find the values of xi. Okay, find the values of xi, which are the midpoints of the class. Okay, so 5, 15, 25, 35, 45 and 55, right? You find the cumulative frequency because this is median, no? So first is 6, then 6 and 7, 13, then 28, 44, 48 and 50. Okay. Sum of frequencies is 50. You can calculate it. Okay. That is last cumulative frequency only. Now we have to find the median. Okay. You have to find the median. So what is the median here? See, n is 50. So n by 2 will be 25. Right? N by 2 will be 25. So cumulative frequency just greater than 25 is 28. Circle this. Okay, circle this and now use the formula for median, which is L plus n by 2 minus capital F upon small f into h. Okay, put these values here. So what is L? L is the lower limit of median class. So this is the class. See, this is the class 20 to 30. Lower limit is 20. N by 2 is 25. What is h? Class size. Class size. See, what is the width of the interval? In each, you can see it is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. So what is the class size? That is 10. Then capital F. Capital F is the frequency of the class preceding the median class. So cumulative frequency preceding the median class is 13. You put this value here. And finally, what is small f? Small f is the frequency of the median class. This is 15. Okay. Put these values here and solve it. Once you have the median, now you know that there's nothing left in the question. Okay. So this is 20 plus 120 by 15. This is 28, right? This is the median. Question is over. Why? Because now mean deviation is 1 upon n sigma fi modulus of xi minus a I1 to n. Okay. So denominator will be 50. Denominator is 50. And what we will do after this? We will subtract this median from each value of xi, like 5 minus 28, 15 minus 28, like this. Then we will take its modulus and then we will multiply by the cumulative frequency and add. Okay, this we are doing constantly, so nothing new. You have the value of a, 28. Now from here you find xi minus a, then you find modulus of xi minus a, and finally you find fi into modulus of xi minus a. When you get all these values, add them and put it here. That will be the final answer. I hope this is clear to you. And when you will solve this, here you will get 508 as the final value. This question is solved in NCERT. You can see from there as well. However, there is nothing new. Rest everything is similar kind of calculations. Just the difference in finding the mean and median every time. So based on this, you have 15.1 exercise that you will do. And if you have any doubt, you can ask tomorrow only. Not many questions, only 10-12 questions are there. So this is it for today. Okay. Please go through the exercise, solve at least 5-7 questions at least, so that you can do it in exam. That's it for today from my side. Thank you.
Sir, can you
Please repeat your question.
sir, can you show the solution of the previous question?
Here.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.